Hi friends, welcome back to Farm Girl Diaries. It's January 5th and we are well underway into our pantry challenge. So I said in my last video, if you missed it, I did a whole pantry organization. I completely redesigned the pantries, and I talked in a different video about the pantry tour with the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge is. And I also said that I would bring you guys along when I cook dinner. So I don't cook a lot of dinner. I have a lot of leftovers, but I'm cooking a dinner tonight. So I thought I'd bring you guys along just for a really quick video to show what I'm using, how I'm using my pantry, and how I'm kind of changing things up, especially when I get tired of leftovers. So in my previous video, it's titled Three Rivers Pantry Challenge or something like that. I talk about what the challenge is. If you're not familiar, go check that out. Challenge is super fun. You make up your own rules. I think it's a really good challenge, just to kind of test your skills. The way I live, it's not so much a challenge for me anymore. It would need to be longer than a couple of months for me to really push my pantry to its max. But that's okay. I still really enjoy when I get to come down and pull from the pantry. So again, just a really quick dinner we're going to do. I have some leftover shrimp cocktail. At New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve, my family, we always do like a whole smorgasbord of shrimp and dips and chips and cheese and whole 9 yards. So I have some of that shrimp left over. It is cooked, but I'm tired of eating shrimp cocktail. So I decided I'm going to do a different thing with it tonight. So I was looking, I kind of just wanted to share. I thought maybe somebody else could find this useful. I normally take my shrimp cocktail that I'm tired of, and I turn it into a shrimp salad and put it in like a wrap, on a salad, on a sandwich, anything like that. So that was my plan for this shrimp, except I don't really feel like that. I'm not really in the mood for that. But I decided to make my shrimp tacos, and I was also looking up a ton of different like shrimp dips, shrimp bakes, like shrimp Alfredo. There are a couple of different ways that you could just kind of like lightly reheat the shrimp, because I don't want to cook it like it's already cooked. So I don't want to like overcook it. To kind of just do something different other than the shrimp. So that's another thing that was super fun with this challenge, is taking what you already have and turn it into something else, especially when you get tired of it. So I don't want the shrimp to go bad. I want to make sure I eat it. So we're going to make some shrimp tacos with it. So I'm now in the pantry because we got to grab a couple of things to go with the tacos. So from the pantry, I'm grabbing a jar of my coleslaw. We're going to do some coleslaw on the tacos. And then I need a jar of, I don't know if I'm going to put this on there or not, but I'm going to grab a jar of my salsa verde. That might go good on the tacos. And then over here, I decided to make some pasta salads. I'm in the mood for macaroni salad. So I'm going to grab, I used up all my macaroni. I already cooked the macaroni, but I emptied my jar, so I want to get that filled up. So I think this is all we need from downstairs. But I was just looking at the enchilada sauce, and I think that's what I'm gonna do next time. I do have some shrimp left over, so I might even be able to do like some shrimp enchiladas or something like that, because I feel like, I don't know, I got good vibes from the enchilada sauce in regards to my shrimp. But today we're doing the tacos. And what's gonna make this super easy is I already have my tortillas made. So if you haven't started making your own tortillas, I highly recommend it. They are so easy to make, so delicious, and they freeze really well. So I'm gonna grab my tortillas out. We're gonna let them defrost, and then in just a few minutes, I'm just gonna whip up some tacos. I'm not gonna do like a recipe, but I'm just gonna bring you guys along so you can see what I'm doing.
In addition to the shrimp tacos, I had some leftover mashed potatoes from New Year's Day. My family, we always do pork, sauerkraut, and mashed potatoes. And I was out of the pork and sauerkraut, but I still had a ton of mashed potatoes left. So I decided that I wanted to make some mashed potato pancakes, which are super easy and super delicious. It's just, I added onion, some garlic powder, some paprika, and then some Parmesan cheese, an egg, and then some flour to kind of help thicken it up. And fried them up, and they tasted delicious. I like to add a little bit of a dipping sauce with them, and it tasted delicious. So what I'm doing here is making some mayonnaise. I'm going to make a couple of dipping sauces, one for the tacos, one for the coleslaw, and then one for my macaroni salad. And if you're not making your own mayonnaise yet, definitely start making your own mayonnaise. It is so easy to make, and it tastes so much better than store-bought mayonnaise. I will say for this mayonnaise, I didn't measure anything, and it was thinner than I would have liked, but I was trying to make a quick dinner, so I'm not really concerned about that. But can we talk about how pretty those look? I added specks of parsley in there, and the parsley just made it look so pretty. So now I'm making the sauces for all of the different things. So I'm just putting some of that pickled coleslaw into a bowl. I'm going to make a creamy coleslaw for that. And then I'm also making what's called a bang bang sauce, and then a sauce for my macaroni salad. For my coleslaw, I did mayonnaise, coleslaw, a splash of vinegar, a spoonful of sugar, some salt, and a little bit of celery seed. For my macaroni salad, it was mayonnaise, splash of celery seed, a spoonful of sugar, a dash of mustard, and then I chopped up some of my favorite pickles and added the pickle juice in there as well. And then for my bang bang sauce, which I put on my tacos, it's just mayo, sriracha, a little bit of my chili sauce, and another spoonful of sugar. This is not a waste-friendly meal, but it tastes delicious. When it came to reheating the shrimp, I was very mindful that these were completely cooked shrimp, so I wanted to make sure I didn't overcook them. So I kept the heat on low. I did add some olive oil and some Cajun seasoning just to give it a little bit more spice. And I heated them very quickly just to make sure I didn't overcook them. The tortillas took about 20 minutes to defrost, and then I just reheated them on the griddle as well to make them pliable. And when I assembled my tacos, I just did the tortilla, the pickled coleslaw, the shrimp, and then I did a drizzle of my bang bang sauce, and then a side of my mashed potato pancakes and the macaroni salad.
Thank you guys for joining me. If you try this, let me know what you think. But this is a great way, simple ingredients. If I was making this for someone else, I would have made it a little bit fancier, but for just me, it's gonna hit the spot. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, y'all, I just had to jump back on here and say that meal was so delicious. I just finished cleaning up from it. I probably ate it in 10 minutes. I ate it so fast, but it was so delicious. The pickled coleslaw, which if you've never had pickled coleslaw, try it. It sounds weird, 100%. But this is a pantry stable coleslaw that you can have. And it tastes really good, especially when you add especially a creamy coleslaw. You already added mayo and vinegar normally to coleslaw as it is. So this is just a little bit of a pickled coleslaw. Don't knock it till you try it. And then mix with my spicy sriracha sauce. Oh my God, it was so good. My tortilla 100% fell apart. And I looked ridiculous eating this thing, but oh my gosh, it was so good. And then I used that mashed potato pancake and I kind of sopped up the juices that came out of the taco. Guys, do yourself a favor and make this. I will say it was funny when I was cleaning up. I was kind of annoyed at myself because I was like, Caitlin, you have so many leftovers you need to eat. Why did you make a meal tonight? And I was like, oh, wait. You made a meal of all leftovers. Granted, the pasta was brand new. I just was in the mood for macaroni salad. But everything else is made from leftovers. So I'm calling that a win. If you decide to try it, let me know what you think. See you next time, friends.